Hey, good morning, everybody. Sarasota Tim coming to you from the Boynton Inlet here in Boynton Beach, Florida. There's Miss Tammy. I got her in the screenshot, and that is her Boost Blue Honda Civic that we're driving around this morning. And before we go and give blood this morning, we both have appointments around 10 a.m. to give some blood at the Blood Mobile. I did want to make this video because, as the title says, I was wrong. Where did I go wrong, Miss Tammy?
Made a couple of errors on the math. Yeah, I don't know if it's multiply and divide and subtract, but it was wrong.
But we got an email from somebody saying, so what'd you do? You checked them out and found out that the math was in fact wrong.
Yes, he's not always right. He's going to admit when he's wrong. So he was a little wrong, so now he's going to clarify it.
All right, so you guys heard it from her, and we will make right on it. So I'm going to give her the camera now, and I'll explain to you guys the difference and what happened. Thanks very much. All right, we're back. So I was informed by a subscriber and Miss Tammy regarding my collecting your Social Security at 62 and the numbers that I came up with. And I made a huge boo-boo. It was in pure, simple mistake. Anyone can do. Funny though, in my video I said, but math doesn't lie, like I'm a mathematician. Here's what happens. If you take a number, say $100, and you on your calculator say 100 plus 30%, and you get a number. And if you take $100 and do another math example and say $100 minus 30%, and then you take that number, which is 70, I think, and then you multiply 70 by 30%, it doesn't bring it back to 100 because you're multiplying 30% of the lower number. So what I'm trying to say, folks, is I multiplied my $1,700 Social Security check by 30% because everything online says that you get 30% more if you wait till full retirement age. It says it over and over. I have no doubt about it. So I was taking what I get, $1,700, and multiplying it by 30%, and that came up to $2,110. I think we use as the example, $510. But to get $1,700, to get that number of what I get, for that to be 30% less than whatever number that came from, it's not 2110. It's more like 2,430, because I hope I explained that simply, but I just took the lower number first, what I get, and added 30%. It doesn't work out that way. You have to take 2,410 or $30, I think it is, and subtract 30%, which would be the reduced amount, supposedly, the reduced amount you get at 62, and that would give you $1,700. So in fact, the person that collects Social Security at 67 for retirement age, instead of getting $510 more or $2,110, they're actually getting $730 more than I would. And they would be getting $2,430. So not to make it a long video, I promise not to talk about other things like I did yesterday. I just want to give you the new numbers. Nothing other than a little bit of numbers changes the fact that you should get your Social Security at 62 years old, absolutely. Because it even says online that, we'll give you a reduced amount if you'll delay, and then we'll give you a little bit more later in hopes that you'll never make it past a certain age. So believe me, collecting at 62 is still the absolute thing you should do. But the new numbers are, if I get $102,000 like I talked about for 5 years, that doesn't change because I'm getting $20,400. And the person that collects at 67, instead of getting that lower number I mentioned yesterday, because they'll be getting $2,430 a month, they'll actually be getting now $29,160 their first year. And then if we just quickly go to 75 years old, I'm at $265,200, and the person with the new number that's getting $29,160 a year, has now got $233,280. I got $265, so I'm still ahead at 75 years old, with them getting $700 more a month by waiting 5 more years. And then at the year 8, when we're both 80, okay, I've got $367,200, and the 80-year-old that got the bigger amount has now got $379,080. They surpassed me by $11,800. Instead of waiting till 90, they passed me at 80. But now we're really getting up there. We're 80. Now, I did make an example yesterday of going all the way to 90, so let's do that. At 90 years old, this is where the math really changes. The person that collects the $730 more instead of the $510 will have drawn in 23 years $670,000, 680. I would have drawn for 28 years, because I started 5 years earlier, $571,200. That's a difference of $99,000 more that the 90-year-old got. Now, we're both going to be, you know, in the retirement home. You know, we're going to be, you know, eating baby food and drinking Geritol, and we're on our last days, no doubt. I mean, 90 is 90, folks. If we're not in a retirement home giving that check to them, I don't know. But anyway, it is $99,000 more. But real quickly now, to finish the video, at 80 years old, by getting that bigger amount of $11,000, it is $913 more money a year, okay? And $76 more a month. But if you do want to go all the way out to 90, when we can't even drive anymore, probably can't see or do anything else, that $99,480 that you really went up on me is average $4,325 a year, or $360 more a month. But at that point, I mean, really, what difference does it make? Because it doesn't surpass. You're not getting $360 from the get-go. You're getting it, because I got that $102,000, remember, that first 5 years. It's still going to take you a while. You got to get to 80 years old to where you pass me by $76 a month. So I just wanted to make that correction, that when you take 30% and add 30% to my $1,700, that doesn't equate to the actual number you would get at full retirement age. It's more. It's $200 and something more. I calculated 510. It's 7 something. So anyway, that's what I wanted to say. I was wrong about my video. The math doesn't lie. Here it is. And I still say, crush it at 62.